Now, when we come to Psalm 101, we've come to a Davidic psalm. David wrote this one. We haven't had many of them recently that he wrote, but now we have another marvelous arrangement of another little nest of psalms, from Psalm 101 to Psalm 106. And guess who is the subject of the hymn book? Well, it's all about Him again, the Lord Jesus Christ, who's the King of righteousness and peace, and He's going to reign on this earth. And this is a psalm that speaks of mercy and of judgment. And this is a psalm of David. It actually couldn't be fitted into his reign at all. So it's prophetic, and it looks on to the man that God told David about that was coming in his line. David said, He told me about the man that's coming in my line. And this is all about him, not Solomon, not any in that Davidic line until Jesus was born in Bethlehem, because he was the house and lineage of David. Both Joseph and Mary were. And this is the man we're talking about. And notice here in Psalm 101, we're going to start out again singing praises to God. I will sing of mercy and justice. Now, those two don't get along together very much today. Mercy and justice, it's difficult for man to hold them in balance, but God can. And we can sing of mercy and justice unto Thee, O Lord, will I sing. And here He is, the King of righteousness, and He's the King of peace. What a wonderful one we have here. He says, I'll behave myself wisely in a perfect way. Oh, when wilt Thou come unto me? I'll walk within my house with a perfect heart. And I don't remember ever David walking like that. We have him here as the Redeemer and the only begotten of the Father. That's the picture that we have of him here. And let's look at him here for just a moment. The King speaks as the Son of Man. And you notice that He is here, the Son of Man on the earth. And it must be remembered that in His work as a Redeemer, He was the only begotten of the Father, but He takes His place under God, subject to His will. Now, He occupied a lower place, but He took that willingly. We today attempt to get to a higher place. He took a lower place in order that He might bring us to a higher place. And before His incarnation, He said, Lo, I come to do Thy will, O God. And on this earth, He stated that actually His meat and drink was to do the will of the Father that had sent Him. And He did perfectly His will. And He patiently waited for that hour which He called my hour, when He wrought out your salvation and mine. Now, He's yonder at God's right hand, and He's still doing the will of God. He's waiting for the hour when the Father will send Him into the world again, because He says, Sit thou on my right hand, till I make thy enemies thy footstool. Now, we are told, when all things shall be subdued under Him, then shall the Son also Himself be subject unto Him that put all things under Him, that God may be all in all. Now, that's a verse in 1 Corinthians 15, verse 28. It's caused a great deal of discussion. What does it mean? It means that after He reigns on this earth, subject to the Father, He's going back to His place in the Godhead, a member of the Trinity. But down here, He will reign like that. And He says here, I'll declare Thy name unto my brethren. In the midst of the church will I sing praises unto Thee. Now, this is the position that He took down here. But notice when He's going to reign, how He's going to reign. And David never reigned like this. A perverse heart shall depart from me. An evil person I will not recognize. Whosoever slandereth his neighbor I will destroy. I began reading at verse 4. Him with a lofty look and proud heart I'll not suffer, that they may dwell with me, he that walketh in a perfect way. He shall serve me. He that is given to deceit shall not dwell within my house. He that speaketh lies shall not be established in my sight. Morning after morning will I destroy all the wicked of the land, that I may cut off all workers of iniquity from the city of Jehovah. And that is a picture of his reign here on this earth. And during the millennium, you're not going to be able to take your case to the Supreme Court, my friend, for the very simple reason he is the Supreme Court. He's all of it. He's going to judge. The Father says he's turned all judgment over to the Son, and he'll judge them every morning. And you're going to have to toe the line. You talk about a dictator. Jesus Christ will be a dictator when he reigns on this earth, and you'll do his will.